What is your title, sir?
Special Agent for Homeland Security.
Special Agent for Homeland Security.
Homeland Security Investigation.
And how long have you worked for Homeland Security?
Transferred over here in January 3rd, 2010.
Okay. 11 years. Okay. Just any other law enforcement experience?
Part of that, I was ICE, CRO, and Border Patrol.
Okay.
And part of that, I was like a probation officer.
Okay. All right. And so we're like I said, we're state police investigations. We're assisting out with what happened today. I would just let you know that this interview is totally voluntary. You don't have to. You're not compelled to say anything to us.
Okay.
This is just to basically talk to witnesses in any fashion, however they were involved. Okay. So doors closed for privacy purposes. Anytime you can terminate the interview. Okay.
Okay.
But before we go any further, did you find any of your duty weapons today?
No.
Okay. Sir, I mean, if you can just kind of tell us your involvement with what happened today.
So I was the backup undercover agent in this case. I was backing up the primary agent, Victor Tellez.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I know they had a surveillance at the first house, and they let us know, and then I think we made some communications with him, the primary undercover agent did. Okay. And then I would just pretty much, if there was anything significant, I would let the cover team and the arrest team and all that know what was going on. Okay. Kind of deal.
We spoke with Agent Tellez.
Yeah.
There was something by that happened last Thursday. Were you a part of that?
Yeah, I was the backup agent there.
Okay. And the target on this last week's and today's deal. Do you know the name of who it was?
It's slipping in my mind right now, but yeah, I know who he is.
You know him or just know that?
If I see his face, I know who he is.
Okay. Have you dealt with him before?
No, not before last week.
Not before last week?
No, I was, yeah.
Did you have any communication with the target?
No, I didn't. I was just I was just like I said, I was the backup undercover agent.
Okay.
And I was just like turning over the money and picking up the drugs kind of deal. So, to avoid a rip and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Did you hear any communication between Special Agent Tellez and the target?
Today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you kind of talk us?
Yeah. I'm not going to say I remember everything. It's just
that's fine.
Very general. I know when he called, and we already knew he was on the road because I had called us and told us that he was on I-10, right? Then he called, and something to the effect that he had gotten stopped, but he didn't give him a chance to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
And during that time, so they had the conversation, and then and then he said he was on his way to Las Cruces, that he had a head start, whatever. And then during that time, I asked him, "Did he just shoot somebody?" And right about that time, I got a text message too that he had shot somebody, but we didn't know what was going on. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And just the way he said it made me think that he had shot, because he said I didn't give him a chance to find out what was going on. I was like, "What?" And because we knew he was a violent dude.
I mean, and I'm not familiar with how you guys work, obviously, but like the backup UCs. I mean, are you part of any type of operations planning, like calling in units for like surveillance or?
It was. I would have given the takedown signal.
Okay.
if he made it to. So I think the way it was set up was when you left Deming, if the opportunity arose and they could do a felony traffic stop with assistance from state police would initiate a felony traffic stop.
Okay.
And it was our understanding that we're going to have at least 2 vehicles, because we had expressed that this guy was dangerous and always armed.
Okay.
So if the felony stop could be effected on I-10, then it would be that. If they didn't see him or somehow he made it to Las Cruces, then we would go to the second part of the operation, which would be at the TNA. And he'd park right next to us, something like that. And then our primary UC would engage him, and I'd go to the back of the vehicle, try to, have a compartment and pull out the money. Then we're going to call him out of the vehicle to go look at the money and stuff like that, and bring the dope with him.
Okay.
And when he would make it to the rear of the vehicle, we would kind of step away a little bit to give and we'd give the signal and step away so the takedown team could arrest him. So that was kind of, in general, that was the plan.
So I just want to make sure, I heard you right. So between Deming and Cruces, if the opportunity arose,
To conduct
someone
felony traffic stop.
who was going to make that call to make a stop, or?
I would assume state police, if they had the opportunity to make that call.
So was state police a part of like the briefings, or like do you know if anybody was in contact with them? I'm trying to figure out if like someone was trailing him or something like that.
They were, I think, state police. I think him and some of the Deming agents briefed separately from the group over here.
Okay.
Because we had 2 groups, like the one that would, if there was a felony stop, and then I know our SRT team had a couple of elements that were going to go out and be QRF. If there was a felony traffic stop, they would respond to assist.
Okay.
And then we briefed everybody that would have been part of the plan over here in Las Cruces. So they had a briefing over there with the state police and some of the Deming HSI agents.
Okay.
And then we had a briefing over here, but between HSI and state police, there was communication at different rooms.
Okay. So there's a separate group of agents in Deming?
Yeah, because
okay.
that was part of it was like if part one of the plan took place, then they would address it over there.
Yeah.
And if part 2, then we would come into the picture.
Gotcha. Okay.
2 parts to the plan, just a backup kind of deal. See, how we could arrest this guy.
What agent contact? We're just trying to find out how many people we need to interview, and we need we're trying to compile a list of names and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you had mentioned that you had got a text that somebody was shot. Who relayed that?
Andrew Fife.
Andrew, what was the last name?
Fife, F-Y-F-I-E, I believe. Yeah, he texted me and he said that an officer had been shot.
Gotcha.
Right about the time we were talking to him, that he called and was telling us that he had been stopped, and he didn't give him a chance to figure out what was going on. So he said something to that effect. I can't tell you the exact words,
Gotcha.
but he said something to that effect.
Okay.
And right about that time, I think within a minute or 2, I got the text message.
Okay.
Because I was next to the primary UC when he was talking to the perp on the phone.
Okay.
I was, listening in and stuff,
Okay.
and trying to advise people,
Okay. All right.
Andrew's an agent, special agent with
Yes.
HSI? Okay.
Yeah.
When you were communicating with, do you remember his name being Omar?
I'm sorry?
With the target, Omar?
Okay.
What was he speaking?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah, he was talking in Spanish.
Okay.
I didn't really talk with him. I just listened to.
You were listening to?
Yeah, I was listening.
As far as what you heard, that's
Yeah.
okay. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just like,
Right.
really, it wasn't the primary agent. I was just trying to I was there for support,
The
and
backup.
you know, if the deal went down.
Okay.
In the morning, did you guys do briefing in El Paso as far as when this was set up?
No, we did it here in Las Cruces.
You guys did it in Las Cruces?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it in Las Cruces.
Well, anything else that we didn't cover that you think might be important?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
I think we're all aware of that this individual was pretty dangerous.
Okay.
But I don't know.
How'd you know that, Juan? How did you know that he was dangerous aside from
Yeah, it served 12 years.
12 years?
And then the last meeting he had, he was armed.
He was armed.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you my card.
Okay.
Number on the back. If you think of anything today, tomorrow, next week, you think you remember anything, just give me a call.
Okay, I'll do that.
And then once we turn off our recording equipment, then I'll just get contact info from you in case I have any other questions. That's okay.
That's fine.
So call it. Yeah, it's 403.
Not bad.